Oh, yeah, you are busted. All this bullshit with all these politicians. Yeah, I'm going to kick it off right off the bat. And thank you ever so much, Bob Seeger. And by the way, happy birthday, darling. 71 years old today. Holy smoke. So you're a spring chicken. Well, maybe not a spring chicken, but maybe a sprung one. I don't know. And speaking of breakdown and shakedown, the politicians are put there to give you the idea that you have freedom of choice. You don't. You have no choice. You have owners. They own you. They own everything. George Carlin. Yeah, they like to think they own us. They like to think they're the elite. Uh-huh. I don't know who told them that it was okay for them to try and have an independent thought, but that person needs to be drop kicked through the goalposts of life, as far as I'm concerned. Oh, well, yeah, y'all are listening to Grammy's Rocket Chair here on RealLibertyMedia.com, Channel 3. Also on the Real Liberty Media Tune In station, the Real Liberty Media Internet radio station, and RLM Spreaker channel. And you got Grammy Mary here, and I have started off kind of on a freaky deaky side on a Freak Friday. Freak! Get your freak on. I hope you got your freak on. I know I do. I do. And yeah, I'm going to have to. I don't have a new router yet, but I went and I talked to my internet provider yesterday. Told them that I've got a new router coming and everything. As soon as I get it here, I just need to take it to them. So, because I don't know, they want to look at it and they want to set up passwords and change my password on my account because they also think that someone is using my internet and bleeding some of my access, whatever, my bandwidth. So, we are going to change passwords and all kinds of fun stuff when I do get my new router in. So, I'm hoping I can make it all the way through a show tonight without having some kind of an issue. I did reset the silly thing, and as soon as I got home, I reset that bad boy so that it would not be too much of an issue. But let me see here. Just a sec. Do some tweaking, just a skosh. There we go. Okay, let's see. Who do I have over here on Fakey Book? I have Mary B and the lovely Moose Girl over here. And for those of you that I'm friends with over on Facebook, the reason I changed my profile pic, and it's just for until Mother's Day is over with. But yeah, I had to put a picture out there of my mom, and well, that's kind of the only picture I have of my mom, or not the only one, but the only one I have on my computer. So I have lots of them on my phone, but I don't have Facebook on my phone because I don't want it on my phone. So, yeah, I put that picture up there, and it'll go away after Mother's Day, and it'll go back to my normal thing, because I don't have selfies. I don't like selfies. I don't do, I've done a few, and I just don't like it. I feel like a total dorkamus. And usually I'm on the other side of the camera, so there really aren't a whole hell of a lot of pictures out there of me. And if there are pictures out there of me, I don't know that I want to see them. Because I know I've been to a few parties where people got cameras out, and it's like, oh shit. When is that going to come back to haunt me? Ay, 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 ay. Okay, over here on this FN side, who is over here? I see Grimner is over here. Hey there, Java Doctor. I see you checked in over here earlier today. And let's see who's online over in the RLM. I see me. I see Laddie. I see Tom Ongley. I see Grimmy. I see, is that Catty Scatbrat? And Juana Taco, and Hitler was right. So hey there, hi there, ho there, all of you guys. How you doing this evening? And Barman, thank you, Barman, ever so much. I closed out my Twitter because, yeah, I have my little thingy going up in the corner to let me know, and my RAM was kind of inching up there a wee bit, so I shut Twitter back down again. Fuck it, I don't tweet that much anyway, but thank you for tweeting me, hun, and I retweeted it. I really tweet. But, yeah, I closed it back down because I'm not going to have a shitload of tabs open tonight. That's just all there is to it. Okay, router rooter. Yeah, call router rooter. That's the name. Well, Grimmy, they said something about they needed to program it, and it's like, why in the hell do you need to program it? I just need you to change my password and shit. But hey, I don't know. I don't know. They said something about that I would need to have some kind of computer tech, and it's like, no, I did the last one myself. But I'll go in there when it's no biggie. They're not going to charge me nothing for it, but to hell. I'll go in there and I'll say, you ain't going to be governing this thing down, are you? You ain't going to be fucking with it. All I want you doing is changing my internet name and password so that I don't have someone else jacking with my shit, you know? Okay, let's see. Who is over here in the RLM? RLM. I see Asmo is here. Hey there, darling. Right there on top again. Jeez, sweetheart. You know, we're going to have to stop meeting like this. I also see Barman is here. Thank you, darling, once again for tweeting me and sharing me all over the place. I truly do appreciate it. I see the lovely Beth Z is here. Hey there, sweetheart. How are you doing today? I saw you were chatting earlier today, but you know, for some reason, I would have time to pop in on the RLM and make one snarky remark or throw something else in, and then the frickin' phone would ring, and damn it all, they actually expect me to work at work. Go figure. I also see Grimner is here, who is the creator of RLM and Barman. But don't tell Barman he thinks he's autonomous. And looky there, the lovely Moose Girl. Yes, she is total hotness covered in awesome sauce. And no, I don't mean that in a kinkazoid way, you freaky deakies, you. I just mean that she is totally one hot mama. And she's total awesome sauce. So, why? Because I just think Moosey is just awesome. That's why. And she has twin boys that she hasn't killed yet, which just amazes the hell out of me because, wow, if I'd have had twins, I'd have probably been in jail. Probably. Yeah. Oh, if my youngest would have been twins. Oh, I love her dearly, but yeah. Gray hair? Yeah, I earned every freaking one of these gray hairs. Okay, I also see the lovely Kate is here and looks like she's been a busy lady of late, or at least from what I saw in the chat earlier today. And hey there, hi there, ho there, Beetle! How you doing, darling? How are things over on the East Coast? And IB Don C is here. How you doing, sweetheart? And looky there, Java Doctor 2, the new and improved version. I don't know how you can improve on him, but hey, every time I see that, it's like he's new and improved. So there you go. Looky there, Meisterbrow Party! How you doing, darling? You know, every time I see, it's like, but he's Woody. But you never are Woody in here anymore. You're always Meisterbrow. And it's like, I just got, you know, when I first started on here, you were Woody. And so, oh well. Quit whining, Grammy. Jeez, oh Pete. You don't even like wine. I also see Solvanor is logged in, but I'll bet he's sawing logs as well as he should be. Because I think it's probably dark 30, like 2 a.m. for him. And that's dark 30. And looky there, Vin Z has shown up and he's busted. Yes, you are busted. I was able to listen in a little bit today, Vince. I'll have to catch the podcast because, yeah, I kept getting busy. Go figure. And seeing as how I have to use a little earbud because I don't have speakers at work, and I really, you know, I'm pretty sure with me being out there to where the general public can walk by and hear everything that I listen to, I'm much rather have the earbuds than to have speakers because, yeah, I would really much rather have them just look at me when I start laughing maniacally for apparently, you know, for all intents and purposes from what they see, no reason whatsoever. I have an earbud in. A lot of times they can't see that because my hair's hanging down over it because my hair's getting kind of long. It's, I can, I can almost do the, he lost his Woody. Oh man, that sucks, Grim. In any case, what I was saying about my hair, I can almost do the Lady Godiva on top thing. That's how long my hair's getting. Yay! Not that I would do the Lady Godiva on top thing, because, I mean, I do that in my house, but yeah, where is that? Over on, yeah. I got to tell you about this, because it's just really, I was so embarrassed. It's like, damn it. Nobody ever tells me, I never get the memo to clue me in on this shit. And it sucks. It truly does. Where's that at? Scrolling, scrolling, scrolling. Keep going. Oh, look at the monkey. Sorry. Sidetracked. Oops. Tick warning. You know, it is that time of year. Please send this warning to everyone. So share it everywhere. If someone comes to your front door saying that they are checking for ticks due to the warm weather and ask you to take your clothes off and dance around with your arms up, do not do it. This is a scam. Yeah, I didn't get this until today. Yeah, a little late. Yeah. Thankfully, I don't have a court date. Although my neighbors are, I don't know why, but they seem to give me a little bit of a wider berth of late. Can't imagine. In any case, scroll back up there. What? I have notifications over here. Let me say, hi, Gary. How you doing, sweetheart? I see you over here. Thank you, darling, for sharing. Truly do appreciate it. Okay, back to our aluminum. I'll let you know when I can do Rapunzel. No problem. I don't know that I will let it get quite that long, but because then I would really have to learn to be coordinated with braiding and all that shit. And, you know, I used to be really good with braiding, especially someone else's hair. But when it comes to braiding my own hair, my arms just get tired too easily. Of course, it's braiding, starting at the top and working. But, yeah. Me and French braids. Yeah. And I have to get my hair out of the way because it's getting a bit warm. Okay, let's see. Who else? Where did I stop at? I stopped with Vins. Yeah, I stopped with Vins. Once you get to Vins, you just want to quit. Not really. Not really, because I got more. There's lots more. I see Chalcedony is here. How you doing, sweetheart? And yours truly is here, prattling on about God knows what, because I sure as hell don't. I also see Juana Taco, which does sound lovely, but I finished up the rest of my leftovers this evening, so maybe tacos are in my future for the weekend. I don't know. I also see the lovely Miri B from Down Under. Hey there, darling. How you doing? How is your morning shaping up to be? And looky there, Oslo, the strong silent type, or at least the silent type. And to round out the crew, the one, the only P. Bunyan, who has not shared any pictures of his blue ox yet. And I just... Oh, my darling, you know, there are certain people in this world that are easily entertained, Vins, and you are one of them. I should know, because all I have to do is look in the mirror, and I see one every day. So, you know, it's okay. You perv. Okay, let me see. Where in the heck was I at? No, leave me alone. I don't want to... Yeah, my... Avira, which I love the Avira that I downloaded on my computer. It's an antivirus thing. But in order to get the paid version, you have to purchase it from Germany. And my debit card won't let me do that. And it won't take Discover. So I'm just going to be muddling along with the free version. Thank you very much. So, let me see. Who else do I have? What else do I have? Where do I need to go? Besides crazy. Top 10 subliminal messages discovered in Disney. That's just wrong. Oh, hi, TD. That's just sick and wrong, sweetheart. I really did not want to know about that. Fuck me running. Oh, shit. 19 minutes in. Yikes. Okay. Wow. Yeah, if you want to see that, it's pictures, but yeah, it's over on that effing site. TD Sanders just shared it, and it's like, oh man. But speaking of children's things, that was a lousy segue if I ever heard one. Here is one that I saw earlier this week, and I wanted to get to it on that Wackadoodle Wednesday show, but well, I had a few technical issues, and so I did not. So I'm going to get to it this evening. 32 incredibly wise and often hilarious quotes from small children. This is from wisdompills.com. Oh, the blissful innocence of childhood. Kids come into the world fully armed with perspective, vulnerability, curiosity, joy, humor, and innate wisdom. And it's these qualities that often lead them to say some of the most insightful and interesting things, not to mention amusing. Like when my grandson couldn't say fire truck. I know I giggled every time he said it, but didn't come out fire truck. Just saying. Wisdom and humor from children is wisdom and humor in its purest and simplest form. Most of the time, its impact is unintentional and comes from a place of thinking and knowing something in a way that has never been forced or embedded. It's simply based on an honest, unbiased perception of the world around them. Because, wow, that's the wonderful thing about my grandkids. I wasn't so focused on trying to raise them, I could actually enjoy them. And so I was able to see the world way better through their eyes than I could through my children's eyes, because I was trying to teach my children. Now I'm just trying to have fun with my grandchildren. But if you long to reconnect with your inner child, if you need a whopping dose of reality, or simply want to laugh and say, "Ah," prepare to be enlightened by these 32 incredibly wise and often hilarious quotes from small children. Number 1, if you can't think of anything nice to say, you're not thinking hard enough. That one came from Robbie, who is 8 years old. That's as opposed to the old saying, if you can't think of anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. This insightful quote digs deeper into the issue and points out that there is always something nice to say. And if you can't think of anything, you've got some more thinking to do. Allow this truth bomb to inspire you to be a better person. Yeah. Sometimes little ones, they think they're saying something nice, but woo, the zinger that they get you with. I've been there on the receiving end of some of those. Number 2, if you're feeling blue, try painting yourself a different color. That's from Hannah, who is also 8. It does sound rather simplistic, but we're ultimately responsible for the attitudes we choose to carry and the colors we choose to paint ourselves. It's okay to feel blue sometimes, but staying blue and refusing to explore the brighter colors you have access to is your choice. You can spend your time sulking over your current reality, or you can spend your time creating a better one. Wow. Yes, you can. And see, that's why whenever someone says colored people, I just think of everybody, because we're all colorful in one way or another. And if you don't like the color that you are, all you have to do is change the setting in your mind. Number 3, if falling in love is anything like learning to spell, I don't want to do it. It takes too long. Sometimes it does, dear Glenn. Glenn is 7 when he said that. Sometimes it does take too long, but sometimes falling in love is way better than learning how to spell. Although I can't argue with the fact that actually falling in love with the right person takes a pretty good deal of time. But then, keep learning how to spell. It's an attractive skill. Well, you know what, Glenn? I spell phonetically, so it's okay. I don't have a problem with it. And if people don't understand your spelling, find someone that does. Because, people don't fall in love, honey. People are weird. And they find someone who actually enjoys their weirdness. And they enjoy their weirdness. And those two fall into mutual weirdness. And that is what life is all about. Thank you, Dr. Seuss, for that little insightful bit. Oh, and where did number 4 go? Number 4 disappeared. But apparently it was something about pets. Number 5 is these clothes don't fit my baby doll yet. I need to wait until she grows a little bit bigger. That's from Alyssa, age 5, which, yeah, I do remember the time when my granddaughter had her baby doll. And Mommy was nursing her little brother. And whenever Mommy would nurse her little brother, she would go get her baby doll and she would pull her shirt up and she would nurse her baby doll and sit right beside Mommy. And it was just the cutest damn thing. Oh my goodness. Little ones, they are great imitators. So be careful. What they see, they will imitate. So be careful what you do and what you say around little ones. Number 6. I'm not joking, I'm not kidding, and I'm not playing. I need chocolate. Now that is from Sophie. And she was 3 when she said that. And Sophie was wise beyond her years. Because there are times when you just flat ass need chocolate. And trust me, if there is someone standing between you and chocolate, when you need your chocolate, they had better have their life insurance premiums paid up and their will completed. Because, yeah, somebody's going to get trampled. I don't hanker for chocolate so much anymore, but man, oh man, when I do, you get the fuck out of my road because I need my chocolate. I be jonesing for it. Number 7. I'm trying to be nice, but it's not working. Thank you, Finn, age 3. And yeah, you know what, sweetheart? I have that struggle as well. There are times when no matter how hard you try to stay positive and you try to be nice, there are some people that really do push you to the brink of just not being nice anymore. I deal with some of those at least once a week. Number 8, old people have really huge CDs that they call records. I have a lot of those, Selena. She was 6 when she said that. And yeah, I need to get me a different turntable because I had someone come over with little ones a couple weeks ago and I didn't realize it until last week as I was cleaning out in the cave. They had played with the turntable, and it's a linear track turntable, and they had messed with it's not going to function properly anymore. Let's just put it that way. I think it was a little 3-year-old that was playing. I'm thinking, oh well, I have another turntable. I just don't know if I have a needle that's working properly. May have to get one of those. Number 9, I can reach high when I'm hungry. That is from Madison, age 3. And yeah, you can go to great heights or great depths when you're hungry or hankering for something. Just saying. Number 10, when I'm too big for you to hold, I'll hold you instead. That's from Ashlyn, age 5. And that reminds me of I love you forever, I'll like you for always, as long as I'm living, my baby you'll be. That is such a wonderful book. And every time I have read that so many times, either to my kids or to my grandkids, and I cannot make it through that book without shedding a little tear. I just plain can't. It gets me choked up. Number 11, love will find you even if you're trying to hide from it. I've been trying to hide from it since I was 5, but the girls keep finding me. Oh, Dave, darling, you know, at age 8, it truly is difficult when you're such a little charmer. All the little girls just go pitty-pat. Give it a few more years, honey, you will be chasing them. Okay? It's okay. It's all good. Right now, at age 8, they're still icky. Give it a few years. Now, here's Sadie, age 5. And by golly, I love Sadie. I say that a lot. Her little quote is, I know nothing. That is probably the wisest thing I've heard anyone say. Although, when it's coming out of a 5-year-old, yeah, I think it's extremely wise. When it's coming out of me, which I say it a lot, it's usually an excuse. It's like, I don't know. I know nothing. Don't ask me. I just work here. Number 13. I was born because I'm awesome. And yes, you are, Isaac. At 8 years old, yes, you are. And so is everyone else. It's just that everyone else doesn't take it to the awesome side. You know, we all start out awesome. We really do. And then somewhere along the way, we become not so awesome, or at least some of us do. Or some of us just have moments where we're not quite so awesome. But you know what? That's all part of it. Number 14. Love is that first feeling you feel before all the bad stuff gets in the way. Wow, at age 5, Charlie's already got it figured out. Yeah, young man, just wait. Give it a few years. Go talk to Davy. Number 15. Spend most of your time loving instead of going to work. Oh, well. And this child's name is Dick. Just saying. He's only 7, though. But hey, you know what, sweetheart? You can love while you're at work, because if you love what you do, but my mind went to a whole other place, especially when I saw your name, and then I saw your age, and I went, don't go there. That's just gross. There's enough sick people out there that go there, and they need to be removed. And yes, love should take priority over work. And it's way more important than money or ego or any of that other fun stuff. It really is. Number 16. You really shouldn't say I love you unless you mean it. But if you mean it, you should say it a lot, because people forget. That's from Jessica, age 8. And you know what, Jessica? Very wise woman that you are. Sometimes I don't know if it's necessarily that people forget, but they do sure like to hear it. But not necessarily saying it. You have to show it too, because sometimes people can say it an awful lot, but their actions belie their words. You'll learn that later, sweetheart. Unfortunately. I hope you don't get too many lessons in that, but I'm sure you'll get at least one. Number 17. It's okay to fail, but it is not okay to give up. Thank you, Katie, age 8. Just because life knocks you down doesn't mean you can't get back up. And if life happens to knock you flat on your face, roll over and do a snow angel. And if there's no snow, do a grass angel. But roll over on your back, look up at the sky. Hope to God you don't see any of that tic-tac-toe nastiness up there. And then dust yourself off, get back up, and go at it again. Because that's what you got to do. It's like one foot after the other. Number 18. Someone always needs help. Thank you, Sarah, age 10. Yes, someone always does need help. And a lot of times they won't ask for it. That one I speak from experience because I hate asking for help. I absolutely hate it. And it's not that I don't want help. It's not that I don't appreciate help. I just really don't like asking for it. There's just something in me that just, by golly, I'll do it myself. And yeah, sometimes it don't turn out that good, but I did it myself. So there you go. But remember, if I do ask you for help, whew, yeah, it's because I trust you and I have faith in you. It's not an idle asking. And there are an awful lot of people out there like that. They don't ask for help very often, but when they do, wow, you better feel awful damn special because that means that they really hold you in very high regard. Number 19. It's not a good idea to call 911 when there's not an emergency. Thank you, Corey, age 7. I think you need to talk to a few people that keep calling 911 whenever McDonald's is out of Chicky McNuggets. Number 20. Don't say I love you, or don't say you love somebody and then change your mind. Love isn't like picking what movie you want to watch. That's from Natalie, age 9. And you know what, sweetheart? I kind of get where you're coming from, sweetie, but I say I love you to everybody because I really do. I really do love everybody. I don't like everybody, which is very different. You know, I love the fact that people are here and I know that they're here for a reason and I don't necessarily like their actions or their words. But I love the fact that they are here because odds are if I don't like what they're doing, they are setting an example for me. I know that sounds like a very selfish way of looking at things. But, hey, it's my perspective. Therefore, it is going to be just a skosh on the selfish side. And, yeah, I see someone that behaves in a manner that I do not like or do not approve of or I think is hurtful to others, and odds are I'm going to call them out on it. If it's like live and in person, I am going to call them out on it. If it's on TV, I'll probably yell at the TV. Or if it's on the computer, I'll yell at the computer as well. I have a tendency to do that. But I still appreciate the fact that they're here for a reason. I may not know what that reason is yet, but I know they're here for a reason because everyone and everything is here for a reason. We just have to figure it out. Or maybe not. Maybe you won't figure it out. Maybe you'll just have to deal with it. Figure out a workaround for yourself. Number 21. You can travel inside a book. Oh, Jameson, who is age 8. You have no idea how many worlds I have gone to from inside a book. I love books. I love reading. People are here to annoy you, Grammy? Well, honey, that could very well be. It could very well be. Who's that? What? Okay, I'm catching up here. Grammy who? Beetle. That's right, Moosey. I'm catching up here, and uh, yes, Grim Discover still exists. Okay, I'm scrolling back now. I'm going to go back up again. Oops, Beetle has cap locks on, and let's see here. Beetle, Judas Priest. Oh, yeah. And that's right, Beetle. It's not the same, but it's close because it has the people without the people, if you get my drift. Oh, my goodness. Oh, Beetle, you're a good boy. Well, good deal. Well, honey, I love you, sweetheart, and I'll listen. Oh my goodness. Okay, let me get back to this. Number 22. I come up with ideas from everyday things I see, from a fence to the flowers behind it to a huge spiky tree. That's from Adora, age 8, and I think Adora is going to be the next Dr. Seuss. If those are the things that inspire her, yeah, she's going to be the next Dr. Seuss. You go for it, girlfriend, because I absolutely love Dr. Seuss. Number 23. Love is when mommy gives daddy the best piece of chicken. Elaine, that is showing love. Yes, that is showing love, as opposed to just saying it. Number 24. You are not grown up until you run out of birthdays. Oh, Camille, honey, you're only 7. You're going to have an awful lot more birthdays, darling, or I hope you will. And, yeah, I don't think I'm ever going to grow up until I become worm food or dust in the wind or whatever the hell. Because I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid. Number 25. Sometimes you just need to take a nap and get over it. Mara, at age 8, you have the wisdom of the sages, sweetheart. I am so glad. You know, I used to think that naps were wasted on the young, but I think Mara gets it. There's just nothing better than an afternoon nap. Oh, well, there are a couple things better, but I'm not going to go into that right now. Oh my. Tiffany. Well, number 26. Turn your phone off. Take your clothes off. And go to bed. That's from Tiffany, age 4. Good one, Tiff. Yeah. I got nothing to add to that. Number 27. Excuse me. I'm done arguing with you. That is from Mateo, who is age 3. And that's the way to do it, sweetheart. When you've had enough, you've had enough. Just stop. Just look at him and say, okay, I'm done. I'm not conceding. Nobody won. I'm just done. I'm done. Talk to the hand, turn around, walk away. It's done. Over with. Kaput. I needed a bit of a drink there. Number 28. My heart is something. Everybody else's heart is something too. Tiana, at age 7. Wowzer, young lady. Wowzer. Number 29. One good friend is better than 10 bad ones. Oh my goodness, Dante. Oh my goodness, yes. Or better than 10 false ones, which are bad ones. But yeah. You got that one, darling. Number 30. You know it was a good day if you didn't hit or bite anyone. Okay, that's from Nathaniel at age 4. And trust me, there have been days when, yeah. So yeah, I can start patting myself on the back and saying, yes, it's been a good day because I did not hit or bite anyone today. Not even bite anyone's head off, figuratively. Number 32. Don't look back because you might fall over what is in front of you. Oh my goodness, Katie, that is so true. You know, that's a way better way of saying it than the one that the windshield is so much bigger than the rearview mirror, which means you should be looking forward more than you are looking back. But oh, Kate, at 7, damn, you nailed it, girlfriend. Yeah, and quit looking at your freaking phone as well. Look up. Because there's something in front of you, right in front of you, that could smack right into you. Just saying. So, and it may not be a good thing. Okay, I am going to open up the original version. I read these from my pocket because a lot of time I don't have to deal with the ads and all that nonsense. The bullshit that's on the side of the pages. I mean, I don't have to worry about pop-up ads, but all the bullshit on the side of the pages, that stuff has a tendency to bog things down just a skosh. Beetle, you can print a picture on regular paper or on picture paper with a regular printer. Yes, you can, darling. You probably have picture paper because you probably got it with your program or something. Lord only knows. And yes, Beetle, sex, then a nap. That's kind of where my mind went when I saw the turn off your phone, take off your clothes thing. But, yeah, that ain't gonna happen around here. Just saying. Um, yes, sweetie, you can print anything you wish to on picture paper. It's just more expensive, shiny, glossy paper. That's the only difference. You can also print pictures on regular paper. I do that quite frequently, so. Okay. I'm going to put this over on the effing site as well. Oh, little ones are just so sweet. How are you doing today, TD? You know, you share some of the most amazing and hilarious things, and insightful and thoughtful, and wow. Thank you ever so much, lady. If nobody ever tells you, I wish to tell you right now, thank you ever so much for all the shares that you do. Because I truly do. In the morning when I get up and I turn my computer on and I look at the effing site and I see TD has been scoring TDs all over the place with her posts. And it's like, booyah, there's TD. She just made my day. Between you and Lisa B over on Facebook, my morning is usually set just perfect. That is after I get woke up by Bubba and let the dogs out and then go to the bathroom. Or go to the bathroom and then let the dogs out, depending on how bad my call to nature is as compared to theirs. Oh, goodness. Yes, I went there. Let's see. I needed another drink. I think I'll go put that over on Fakey Book real quick too, because you know you just gotta share this shit sometimes, and it's just too sweet. Dun, dun, dun. There we go. Now let me see. I got some notifications here, so let's see what I got going. Weeda! How you doing, darling? And Penny! Hey there, lady. I hope you're having an awesome evening. And I see Vincent is over here on Fakey Book as well. I see you. Peekaboo. Although I do have my camera thingy shut, so you can't see me. Ha, 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 ha. Okay, I'm going to go over to Oopie real quick, because it's like, oh, wow. Okay. Here we go. What? Oh, man. Okay. I got to do this one, because it's just really, wow. Okay. This is from Oopie. Woman tried to use movie prop money to buy jar of mayo. Huh. Are you going to mayo or are you going to whip a nay? That's a meme over on Fakey Book as well. Oh, which reminds me, there's something I shared on Fake Book earlier today that I got to read yet. So, but I'll get to that here in just a little bit. Let me check, see how I'm doing. Okay. In Cheektowaga, whatever. It's in New York. The police in New York said a woman attempted to use a counterfeit $100 bill to buy a jar of mayo from a local store. Apparently, she attempted to pay using the $100 that features a word for motion picture use only at a restaurant depot store on Wednesday. WIVP reports that the cashier said the bill felt inauthentic before noticing the text, which indicated that it was prop money. Local police and U.S. Secret Service were notified of the incident, and police said that Fox was charged with possession of a forged instrument, then arraigned and released on her own recognizance. How do you know she wasn't illiterate and she just thought she found a $100 bill and she was going to go buy some mayo because she's jonesing for mayo? Apparently, the police department decided that it would probably be best to warn the local businesses to carefully inspect high-value bills, and noted that prop bills should feature marking noting their counterfeit status. Well, I'm just wondering if she just didn't realize. Yeah, real ink from a real store would be best, Beetle. You do not see me, Vince, because I'm hiding. I have my shutter closed. Ha, ha, ha. Okay, I'm going to have to get to this one that Grammy shared with me earlier because it's also on Oopie. So, yeah, let's just go there after I share the mayo. Pass the mayo, please. Now, I want to take a poll. Who uses Miracle Whip and who does mayo? Because I have both. Because it depends on what I'm doing as to which one I will use. You know, if I'm making salad, I use mayo. Or most of the time, I use mayo. If I'm making a sandwich, depending on what kind of sandwich it is, I'll use either mayo or Miracle Whip. So it just kind of sort of depends. So, okay. Use my emojis. Grimmy shared this one with me. This is from BBC.com. Did I put the mayo over here? Let me look. Make sure. Yes, I did. Grammy uses a laser printer because, well, you know, those are so cool. And the pew noises that they make are just awesome. Oh, not that kind of laser? Damn it. Damn it. Apparently, according to BBC, China now bans erotic banana eating live streams. Now, I remember way back in the day. Yes, you know, that's one of those quirky things about going senile is you remember shit from way back in the day, but you don't remember what you had for breakfast. I seen the Nile. It's over there in that Egypt place. Close to bumfucked. But in any case, apparently Chinese live streaming services have banned people filming themselves eating bananas in a seductive fashion. My ex, we took the girls out for an ice cream cone one time, and no, I wasn't eating a banana in a seductive manner, but I was eating an ice cream cone, and here our girls are sitting there in the bench with us, as well as my mother is sitting there, and two nieces are sitting there. And every time I lick the ice cream cone, he groans. And it's like, you sick fuck. We have children here, okay? And they are not idiots. Okay? Cut that shit out. I wound up kicking him really hard. In the shin. I'll just put that out there. Excuse me. Dang it. New regulations mean that live streaming sites must monitor all of their output round the clock to ensure nothing untoward is going on. Keeping an eye out for any erotic banana eating, according to the New Express Daily. It's not just fruit that's on the radar, though. The paper adds that wearing stockings and suspenders while hosting a live stream is also forbidden. I'm thinking that's a fashion faux pas. Stockings and suspenders? Unless you're talking about the stockings that require the garter belt thingy, and then that's a little on the va-va-voom. It's not necessarily a faux pas. The move is the authorities' latest attempts to clamp down on the inappropriate and erotic online content. Oh, honey. There ain't no clamping down on that shit. They'll find another way. Don't you know that by now? The more you clamp down, the more devious they will get at finding another way to do it. In April, the Ministry of Culture announced that it was investigating a number of popular live streaming platforms for allegedly hosting pornographic or violent content that harms social morality, like eating a banana in a seductive manner. Or with some menfolk, just eating a banana. It doesn't have to necessarily be a seductive manner or an intentional seductive manner. Some menfolk just go, oh. It's like, really? Seriously? Take that boner elsewhere, okay? God. Despite the government's concerns, such sites are attracting more and more users in China. Well, because it's forbidden knowledge. Yeah, forbidden fruit, literally. Particularly popular are webcam sessions where young women and sometimes girls under 18 entertain a predominantly male audience. Shocker. Often singing Chinese songs or chatting to their viewers. Wow, okay. New Express Daily cites data showing that 26% of live streaming viewers are under 18, while 60% of those creating the content are under 22 years old. 3/4 of those watching are male. Huh. News of the banana ban has prompted thousands of users to chime in on Chinese social media. Some are more concerned with the young women choosing to take part in the live streaming, but others are a bit baffled by how the rules will be enforced. Yeah, I'd like to know how in the hell you can do that shit. How do you decide what's provocative when eating a banana? I mean, if someone were to just take a banana and just shove it in and then just start talking and chewing with the banana, I would not think that would be seductive at all. I would think that would be a train wreck, and that would be rather gross. But hey, whatever floats your boat. Can male live streamers still eat bananas? Oh. Boy. And plenty think that people will be able to get around the banana ban. They will all start eating cucumbers. And if that's no good, yams. Wow. Ooh, yams? Really? Ooh, how about zucchini? Go with zucchini first, okay? Ooh. Wow. Thanks, Grim. We have covered the dietary section of tonight's show. What? Okay, now I gotta watch it all. Gotta watch all what? What? Let me see. Miracle Whip is poison. You know you can make your own Miracle Whip, hun. Let's see, and you never use any Miracle Whip. Oh, Vince, did it leave a mark? Did it dent the jar? Beetle, you know what, sweetheart? You really need to watch out for that organic shit because I'm finding more and more a lot of that organic stuff is not necessarily as organic as you thought. Or maybe it is so organic you really don't want to go there. Just saying. Some of that shit definitely is, yeah. And you know what? If you want to make your own Miracle Whip, you just add a little bit sugar or some kind of sweetener. I'm wondering, I may have to try. I have some agave. It won't be the right color, but just go about making your own homemade mayo, and then yeah, add some vinegar and a little bit of agave to it. There you go. Huh. Okay. I'm just a minute. What? For unlawful carnal knowledge? Yeah, that's just really ew. Okay. Yeah, soybeans are GMO. I don't use canola oil either. I buy peanut oil actually. Peanut oil and coconut oil. Those are the two oils that I predominantly use. I'm just, for those of you that aren't over in the RLM chat, you really should be over in the RLM chat because what I'm doing is I'm reading through the chat right now. Oh, I also use almond oil too. And extra virgin olive oil. Okay, I have lots of different oils in my house, so I can be an oily old booger. Oh my goodness, you guys are just crazy. Um, and Moosey, I gotta agree with you there, sweetheart. I do not trust the USDA either. I don't trust any part of the government anymore. Um, and yes, I do like the homemade mayo much better. And I have some homemade mustard that's really yummy. And then I had someone bring me some horseradish too that I take that and I mix it with the homemade mustard and wow, it's almost an orgasmic experience. But it's food, so what can I say? Um, okay. Thank you, Juana, for sharing that recipe. Okay, Alton Brown. Oh yeah, I love Alton Brown. He's so funny. And I actually watched Rachel Ray. Okay, now I got to check and make sure I'm doing okay here. Because I'm going to put this in my pocket. Um, I have gotten so many recipes from Alton Brown. Um, what? What's that, Grimmy? Yeah, I use butter and coconut oil in baking. The solid coconut, which my brother Joey got me some. He got me some organic coconut uh, oil. The solid, a big one. Which thank you very much because he went to Costco and it's like bonus round. But yeah, I use butter and I use coconut oil and I use peanut oil and I use olive oil and almond oil. Yeah, so yeah. Um, and seriously, Moosey, swishing with coconut oil. If you have any essential oils that are intended for internal use, like clove oil is really very good. It's very good for the dentition as well, and good for your tissue, your gingiva. So either use clove oil or peppermint oil, or you can use lemon, although I don't really care for lemon for doing that. Or let's see, what's another one? Um, but yeah, get yourself, do like your tablespoon of coconut oil, and then put a drop of either clove oil or peppermint oil or wintergreen oil or whatever, and then do your pulling with the coconut oil. Because trust me, my dentist was really, really surprised because it had lightened my teeth. Oh, I'd been doing it for 2 months, but it had lightened my teeth 2 shades. And that's saying something because where I grew up, a lot of people had because of the water quality where I grew up, So it actually, yeah, he was really surprised. So if you have clove oil or peppermint or yay, you still have peppermint? Sweet. Yeah. Just get you a tablespoon of the coconut oil and then put a drop of the peppermint on and then pull with that and the peppermint will freshen your breath and the clove oil will help you, or the coconut will help your teeth, your gingiva. It will deal with any kind, help with bacterial issues, all kinds of cool stuff. And see, I do that. I use clove oil because clove oil is okay for puppies. Because, and I know I have been called a hippie, and my brother actually told me last weekend that I was on the fringe of being a hippie, and I said I am not on the fringe. I am a full-blooded hippie. But when I pull with coconut oil and I do that little drop of clove, um, after I'm done pulling, and don't be grossed out, but really this is good for puppies, and it's a bonding thing. Uh, I have two dogs, and so I have their dog food dishes there, and I will spit half of it into my one dog food dish on the dog food, and then I'll spit the other half on the other one, and then I'll shake it up really good, and the dogs chow down on it, and that coconut oil is good for their fur, good for their coat, and good for their skin. So, and the clove is good for them. So I know it sounds really weird, but I get dual purpose out of it. Instead of spitting it into the trash like a lot of people do, nah, I just spit it onto my dog's dog food and they love it. They're like, they see me get the coconut oil out in the morning and they're like, dude, we're getting coconut in the dog food. And I do my pulling while I'm in the shower. So, when I get done in the shower, I'm ready to. I know, weird. But hey, it works for me, works for my puppies. So it's all good. Um, it's actually good for cats too. Cats need that fat content, and doggies need the fat content in their diet as well. But you don't want to put that much on your cat's food. Let's see what's going on here over on Fakey Book. Let me check real quick. There's Weeda. Ah, here you go. This is what I wanted to get to earlier. And I'll just do it now real quick. We're going to take time for a little bit of spirituality, if you don't mind, since I've already done the hippie thing with the spit and the coconut oil and shit. Spiritual people do say the F word. Fuck. They have crappy days. They tell God to screw off, get angry at themselves, life, and the world at large. They feel sad, hopeless, overwhelmed, experience jealousy, fear, and rage. And can you believe they feel every emotion as every human on the planet does? Enough of the fluff and bubbles, false pretenses, and pretending. Never a negative thought, belief, emotion, or fear? Really? We've come here to be human. That's part of the experience. Our soul's truth shines in being who we are. We cannot hide, control, or deny even one small part of ourselves without hiding our light as well. That's a quote by Cheryl Lee Harnish. I shared that over on Fakey Book with my little comment. How do you think your light gets brighter? It's from being tried and tested and overcoming the obstacle course that life puts in your path. You're getting a spiritual workout here. And as with any workout, you and others will see your progress. And that is why don't ever deny when you feel like shit. When you're pissed at someone. Or when you're just feeling like a Debbie Downer. that's all part of the ride. It's part of the highs and lows and learning how to deal with all of them. Because you can get too high, just like you can get too low. And then sometimes when you're on that way to that high, someone throws a fucking loop-de-loop in it on you. And what you got to do is learn to deal with all of it and get yourself through it without causing harm to someone else. It's really not that hard. Grim. I just saw that pulling in the shower. You sick man. If you wipe it more than twice, you're playing with it. Cut it out. How to give it to the doggies, Moosey? Well, what you do is you just fill their dog dish and then you just spit it out on your dog. Marty's 23 pounds. Yeah, so only spit out half of it onto Marty's dog food. And then spit the rest in the trash. No big deal. But that's how I would do it, hun, with your puppy being so little. Yes, Moosey, that's what I said. I just spit it in the dog dish after I fill their dog food, and then I just spit it out on their dog food, and then shake up the dog food. So, yeah. Let's see. I'm catching up here. Beetle, you're seeing wind and dust. I saw that all day today. We had wind. We had wind. Yeah, that's right, Kate. It is not. It's not. Yeah. And you know what, Kate? You would be surprised. If you're using, like a coconut oil or a peanut oil or butter or something like that, oils do not clog arteries. That's a misconception. Unless you're doing the shit stuff, the GMO stuff. That stuff will. But natural, the regular, the good stuff, no. That will not clog their arteries. It actually helps smooth out the path. Because what a lot of people don't realize, and my brother explained this to me, and how he knows is because his wife is a retired nurse, and she studied a lot of that stuff because, well, she had to cover in ERs and that, and you have to kind of know. She was a traveling nurse, and you have to know an awful lot of shit for that stuff. But she had explained to him, and he explained to me, that the red corpuscles, they bounce around inside your veins and arteries, and after so long they will start chinking, because they're not soft and smooshy like most people think, because your veins and your arteries are soft as well. And so they will start causing little divots. And so that cholesterol that you're getting, the good cholesterol, the stuff that they're trying to get you to stop eating, don't do cholesterol. Take those statin drugs, yada, 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 yada. Those statin drugs cause more heart attacks than eating the cholesterol will ever do. And your brain is 70% cholesterol. You need that cholesterol. Alzheimer's is a man-made disease. That is a doctor-made disease. Every doctor that prescribed statin drugs, every single one of them is responsible for someone getting Alzheimer's. But that cholesterol will go in there and it will smooth out the inside of that is not what causes the blockage. It's, the healthy oils, That's not what causes blockages. It's the other shit that causes blockages. Is it the hydrogenated or whatever? It's the nasty shit. You know, like the soybean oils and that kind of stuff. That's what causes blockages. So, oh, see, okay, Kate is saying that Rascal's only 16 pounds. You know, oh, wow. Last time I had Bubba weighed, I think he was like 72 pounds. And Snuffles is, I'm thinking Snuffles is close to 50 pounds. So, you know, when I pull with a tablespoon of coconut oil, that little bit that they get, that's just enough. Oh, well, carry on, Grams. Let's see. What else can we get into here? What kind of trouble can we get into? Because I'm sure somebody listening in will go, oh, my God, she's giving medical advice without a license. No, I'm not necessarily giving medical advice. I'm just telling people don't believe the bullshit they're feeding you. You know, speaking of bullshit that they're feeding you, let's check this shit out, shall we? This is from worldnewsdailyreport.com from the 1st of this month. Monsanto's CEO gets a well-deserved $600 million with an M bonus for last year. Isn't that special? Evil crud. I understand that the corporation negotiated these bonuses with these people, but $600 million for 1 year as a bonus? The chairman and chief executive officer of Monsanto, Hugh Grant, received a performance bonus of more than $600 million for the 2015 fiscal year. This was announced by the multinational Agrochemical and Agricultural Biotechnology Corporation this morning. Or that's as of May 1st. After being questioned on the subject by investors on Wednesday during the Monsanto second quarter fiscal year 2016 earnings conference call, the company board of directors released the information this morning announcing that it had granted Mr. Grant $603.45 million in annual bonus, including $574 million in restricted stock units. Is anybody worth that? Well, when you consider it's all fiat bullshit monopoly money, that's when you start going, BFD. BFD. That's his blood money. If you guys like taking blood money, hey, that's, your biz. The chief financial officer and senior vice president, Pierre Cordereau, justified the bonus by saying that despite the fact that the year was a bit disappointing in terms of sales and profits, the company has built some very solid and concrete bases for many future projects. Yeah, kind of like concrete galoshes, wouldn't you say? Some of you might be alarmed by the plummeting profits, but we are extremely optimistic for the future, he said. In the last year, we were victims of ridiculous accusations concerning the Zika virus, but we expect some record profits over the next few years. You can expect whatever you want, darling. Don't mean it's going to happen. And we've made a lot of investments which should start paying up soon, aka paying off an awful lot of congressional people, governmental people all over the world. That's those investments. And we've decided to reward Mr. Grant. Here, we're going to dangle some blood money in front of you for the important role that he played in generating these future profits, because he's the one that performed well under a desk. This guy is a genius, and $600 million is a very small price to pay for such a brilliant mind. Really. Monsanto announced on Wednesday that its profits had fallen by 25% in the second quarter compared to the same period a year ago. Can we have a ah? And according to most experts, the company has suffered as farmers cut back on spending, squeezed by plummeting commodity prices. Yeah, they're feeling the burn. Yeah, and it's not Bernie. Its bottom line has also been pressured by the strong dollar and price cuts on products, spurred by competitors. Strong dollar. Yeah, sure, if that's your story. Despite these setbacks, the leaderboard of the corporation, which has a long history of working with agricultural producers to boost yields and come up with valuable innovations, seems confident to be able to bounce back over the next few months. You know, that's the yada, 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 blah, 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 bullshit line that they're feeding their investors right now because they know the only reason they haven't been nailed is because Congress gave them a get out of jail, pass go, collect $200 billion card. These people are just disgusting. They really are. I don't see how they can look at themselves in the mirror. Or maybe they just don't have a mirror, so they don't have to worry about it. Excuse me. Okay, what was that? I gotta see this. Turmeric? Ah. I just started taking turmeric. So. Let's see. Ignorant state. Da, 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 da. Okay. I'm reading. I don't ever give my puppies wet food unless it's leftovers. Like something that got a little on the freezer burnt side and then I cook it up anyway, and then that's little treats to learn to sit and stay, and yeah. Okay, Grammy, where do you get the turmeric for that cheap, hon? Because I have a friend that sells the turmeric, the health food turmeric. Oh, okay, never mind. You shared the link. Only $9 a pound? Let me check this shit out. iHerb. Ah! Cool. Okay, I'm going to have to get some of this shit. That's going in the pocket as well. Huh, huh, huh. Thanks, Grimmy, for that link. Now, let me put the Monsanto thing over here on FN, and then I will find something else to jibber jabber about, for a little bit at least. There we go. I want to use that one. Okay, back to my pocket I go. Okay, I got to put this over here first. Cool. And he's in a kilt. Wow. Some guy just skied to the South Pole this week. Did he really go to the South Pole, or did they just kind of say he went to the South Pole? Yes, my dear? Okay, I will do that, Grandma. I'll have to go and create myself an account there and get me some herbage. Okay. Now I can close that frickin' Mon Satan thing, because, ugh. Okay. There was something else I wanted to get to that I didn't make it to the other day. Okay, I did that one. Oh, yeah. I wanted to get to this one. Yes, dear, I see I have. Yes, Java Doctor, he should be, but yeah. And I have some of those capsules to pack too, Java Doctor, because I get them with my oils, because I put uh, Genghis Khanat. Hi, Genghis Khanat. Herb Tarlic, yeah. Oh, let's see. Beetle made a milk float. Oh, you know what? I'm going to have to do that because I have some of my antioxidant stuff from longevity that it's got a lot of um, immune system booster stuff. And I haven't had a smoothie with that for a while, so I think I'm going to have to, yeah. Have to make me a smoothie with that this evening when I get done. Okay, this is from tpnn.com, and it's actually dated December 23rd of 2015. But someone I believe had shared it over on Facebook last week, and I was going to get to it, and I kind of sort of got sidetracked. I know that shocks you, but it happens occasionally. Hollywood star Kurt Russell just shocked everyone. I'm not a Republican. I'm worse. I'm a ... which got my mind going because I thought I'm an anarchist. That's how I filled in the blank because I thought that would be shocking. That would be shocking. But no, this really isn't that shocking for me, but for Howleywood, Horleywood, Looselywood, whatever you want to call it. Those weirdly wood people. Movie star Kurt Russell made waves last week for strongly disagreeing with an anti-gun reporter spouting gun-banning ideas. But not content to let his comments fade away, Russell once again waded into the contentious issue very publicly, likely infuriating many of his Hollywood pals. Oh, wanny, wanny, woo-woo. Early in December, while he was on a press junket to promote his latest film, The Hateful Eight, the 64-year-old Russell was confronted by an interview who tried to nudge the star towards a condemnation of guns. But Russell went straight for the jugular and fully repudiated the reporter's anti-Second Amendment rant. Curiously, the star's new film was directed by Quentin Tarantino, whose movies are known for their frequent and intense gun violence. Since that encounter with the interviewer, Russell has been beset by liberals attacking his position on the right to bear arms and the right to arm bears. Oh no, I don't know how he stands on that one. And this week, he's once again answering the critics. Now, mind you, this is from December. He's once again answering the critics and explained where his stands politically. The truth of his political ideals is worse than the liberal attackers think, the actor declared. I wasn't a Republican. I was worse. I was a hardcore libertarian. That's what he said to the Daily Beast's Marlowe Stern. The actor, famed for roles such as Snake Plissken in the 1981 cult classic Escape from New York, which I actually saw that, and even a guest stint on the Man from U.N.C.L.E. episode way back in 1964, which I don't really remember that one, but he said that he came to his libertarian ideals at a young age when he realized he couldn't buy into a political culture in Tinseltown. He went on to say that our founding fathers were pretty radical guys and damn smart, with great ideas. And he found the liberal ideology too divergent from their original ideals. I believe in limited constitutional government, free market capitalism, and reach for that brass ring. There's this place where you can do that and don't step on anybody's toes and still try to reach for the brass ring. He also said he appreciated attending a recent Cato Institute gathering because it was a place where I can have a conversation and not be laughed at or smirked at, as usually happens at Hollywood get-togethers, which they laugh because they are afraid. It is a nervous titter. He also noted pointedly that he is politically persona non grata in Hollyweird. Russell then had harsh words for the denizens of Hollywood, who has tried to make a name for himself for his brand of so-called libertarianism. Bill Maher, Russell said, is a nice guy, but a faux libertarian. Bill Maher has run the gambit. Still, the famed actor said that he isn't that interested in spouting his political ideas from a soapbox and regularly turns down invitations to do political talk shows. He'd prefer not to saddle fans with his personal politics, apparently, which, hey, each person has their own politics. Or they ape someone else's. But basically, they claim that they're their own, so hey, you know. In fact, Russell said that he would rather keep political discussions on a one-on-one basis, which usually is the best way to do it, except for if you're me and on the radio, and then I just share it with whomever's out there listening. I always had a good time talking about things with people, Russell said. And the thing people get to know about me, if they engaged me, is that I'm fair, I'm pretty energetic, and I'm pretty knowledgeable. I don't pop off without finding out about stuff. And I like finding out about stuff. And I don't have that much of an agenda about it. In fact, earlier in an interview, just as the Daily Beast writer broached the subject of politics, Russell immediately said how he would like to keep such things out of the public eye. Here's the thing, Russell said of the interview and his current junkets. I'm just selling a movie. I never go out there to do publicity about anything other than the movie. I have my political point of view. Of course, I'm an American and I'm entitled to it. But I don't like espousing it publicly. From this interview, it is clear Russell is quite unlike so many other Hollyweird actors, whom many may call blowhards, for their constant seeking of the limelight in order to spew their political ideas. Which, you know, we all spew our political ideas. It just depends on if you like the spewage. You know, it's like your stuff is stuff, or my stuff is stuff, and your stuff is shit. Carlin said it really well. Yours is spewage, and mine is words of wisdom. It's just the way the world works. Hey there, P. Bunyan. Genghis cannot. I see you, grammar Nazi. I know it's gamut, not gambit. But you know what? Sometimes I have fun mispronouncing things. And sometimes I don't realize I'm mispronouncing until the Nazis get me. And then I mispronounce it on purpose. And yes, Mary B. Gelatin is good for fingernails and hair. I don't know why I have a difficult time pronouncing it. Oh, he's giving me shit because I have a difficult time pronouncing turmeric. 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 Whatever. I don't care. I've got some on my table. I traded some oils. So there. Because I was trying to help someone out. Because they were wanting some oils and I was wanting to try their turmeric that they have. And so we swapped. I don't know, Tom Ungley. Which one is faster? I'm not going to watch a YouTube video. I think it depends on the user. Just saying. Okay, I'll put this over here. By the way, be sure to keep checking out RLM Radio and UCYTV.com because they've got all kinds of interesting and educational things going on this weekend. And this is Mother's Day weekend, so before I forget about it, happy Mother's Day to all you mothers out there, even you mothers that are not of the female gender, because I know there are some of you out there that are still mothers. Because you got to play both sides. But, yeah, tomorrow morning we have Solvenor on UCY. And I'm sure he's reading something interesting. I don't know what yet. I don't remember seeing, but Solvenor will be on UCY. And tomorrow afternoon at 4 p.m. Eastern Time will be Kira with The Bridge. Tomorrow evening will be Bo Diddy with some bodacious tunage to carry you into the Mother's Day evening or weekend and into Mother's Day morning, where you better take care of Mama, because if Mama ain't happy, ain't nobody happy. And then Sunday morning will be Grimner with the blues, leading into Hal Anthony with opening up a can of whoop ass and taking you behind the woodshed so that you won't be embarrassed in front of God and everyone when he opens up that can of whoop ass on you. So yeah, there's going to be all kinds of awesome things going on this weekend, so be sure to check back, okay? And later on this evening will be Grimner and Moose Girl with the Freakers Ball too, so don't go anywhere. Yeah, there's a little bit of slacker time between me and Grimner and Moosey, but you know what? That gives you time to get up, go to the bathroom, shit, shower, shave, whatever, fix you some popcorn, make a smoothie, which is what I'm going to do, and kick back and relax so that you can get freaky when the Freakers Ball kicks on. So, hey, there you go. Now let's see. What else was I going to do? I have a couple more things I want to get to, but I wanted to get that out there before I had any issues. Okay, I'm going to just use this one because I like Kurt Russell. He's still a very handsome man, even if he is married to Goldie. Okay, let's see here. Hi, Joe. Hi, Loop-de-loo. Okay, I gotta see what this is. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you, Nancy, for tagging me on that. Okay, back over here, see what's going on. And what is he? Uh-oh, earthquakes, earthquakes! Oh, is he still reading Tragedy and Hope? Okay, thank you, Juana. Oh, just Kirtan? Okay, thank you. Thank you, Genghis Cannot. Oh, wow. You guys are just nuts. Earthquake! 3 in a week? I saw that. Was it Nevada that had kind of a. Oh, thank you, Vins. I will try and listen in the morning, but I don't know if I get my mower back. I better. I'll be pissed if I don't. Um, yeah. Let's don't go there. um, and we're supposed to have rain tomorrow, so I may not get to mow anyway. But hey, what the hell? Okay, I am gonna go back to Oopie because there was something else I saw on Oopie that I wanted to get to yet this evening. Did you know that a Canadian prison Christmas cards found laced with liquid meth? Wow. That's how they smuggle it now. Okay. Illegally imported Chinese honey. No, really don't want to go there because that just is, ooh, sounds like a sticky mess. Let's see. A 50,000-pound potato spill shuts down North Carolina highway. Wow. Wow. Well, at least it's not 30,000 pounds of banana. Yeah, that was 30,000 pounds. Yeah. Had to make sure I had that right. Let's see. FBI seeking fake. Ooh, New Orleans residents to hold Sinkhole de Mayo event. Oh, I gotta do that one. That's just too funny. This is over on Oopie. New Orleans residents to hold a Sinkhole de Mayo event because this is to celebrate the existence of a 30-foot sinkhole near Canal Street. Drawing inspiration from the Mexican holiday Cinco de Mayo, Facebook organizers Carson Repose and Chrissy Gross decided to throw a party at the site of the sinkhole and call it Sinkhole de Mayo. So bring your instruments, sombreros, and margaritas. Bring your traffic cone piñatas and your makeshift maracas. On Thursday, the New Orleans City Council began considering an emergency proposal to allow Mayor Mitch Landrieu administration to hire a construction firm to repair the area around the sinkhole above a defunct underground highway tunnel. Okay, the New Orleans City Council began considering an emergency proposal to allow the mayor's administration to hire a construction firm to repair the area around the sinkhole. They began considering an emergency proposal. I wonder how long it's going to take for that sinkhole. They're going to be having that Sinkhole de Mayo next year as well, I'll betcha. Apparently, the estimated repairs will cost around $5 million. And yeah, it could take several years to complete. Because they're taking into account the time to consider this emergency. Because it's an emergency, it may only take 6 months to decide. If it was not an actual emergency, it could take a year or more. Apparently, Gross told the Daily Beast that the idea for Sinkhole de Mayo was meant to be a joke and came from a text chain among her friends. We like costuming. We like any reason to get dressed up in silly costumes, and we were even talking about making our own traffic cone piñata, she said. We were just going to laugh and take pictures. She added that the motives for the event were not political and said she did not believe the sinkhole was indicative of a greater issue. That's what they say until they have the little party around the sinkhole and it doubles in size and several people fall down in that sinkhole, never to be seen or heard from again. Whereas, it does seem like from the outside, maybe that sinkholes and rains are an epidemic. It's not, she said. People are still flabbergasted, but no, New Orleans is not underwater, which, no, not right now. Gross spoke personally with City Hall about gathering a large crowd near the sinkhole, which caused it to be moved to the Woodenbridge Riverfront Park. Really? You moved the sinkhole, or did you move the party? It's been a very surreal day, she said, and it went viral overnight, but I guess I should have expected it. New Orleans loves a party, which I've never been to New Orleans. Really don't plan on going. Just don't have the desire to go there for some silly reason. I don't know if there's any gravy with them taters or not, but I'm thinking that brown stuff, that ain't gravy. But I tell you what, I will go and I will check it out just for you, Juana and Grimmy. Just 'cause. But I did think that sinkhole de Mayo was quite cute. Oh, and now I need to... Yeah, here we go. We'll do this one. Party. Party. You know, people will find any excuse to party. It's just like people will see anything in a piece of toast. Look, it's Jesus. Yeah. A friend of mine over on Facebook shared a cut of meat that looked like Satan, too. So, with the bone and everything, I thought, wow. That's kind of stretching it, but hey, it's okay. It all works. So, let me go back to the oopie, oopie, oopie. Where's them taters? There's them taters. 50,000 pounds of potatoes. Wow, that is lots of taters. That would not be cool. Hi, Rascal. I love you too, baby girl. But you need to get down, sweetheart. Oh, loop-de-loo. I love it. Wow. Oops. Come on. Just do it. You know you want to. Damn it. There. Frickin' Facebook. Come on. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, now that I've got that shared. My sister shared something really cool over on Facebook, and it's like, I'm going to have to go visit. That's very pretty. Okay. I am not a freaking creeper. I'm a freaking hippie. There's a difference. And I didn't say nothing about stretching meat. I said a cut of meat. That's even creepier. So there. Okay. North Carolina had smooshed taters. Let's see. The interstate was closed after a truck spilled tens of thousands of pounds of potatoes on the road. The state troopers said that one lane of Interstate 77 southbound was reopened after the accident in Charlotte on Friday morning that left 50,000 pounds of taters strewn about the road. According to the Charlotte Observer, the driver told state troopers that he had fallen asleep at the wheel after hearing of truckers being arrested in North Carolina for pulling over to the roadside to sleep. Well, that totally sucks. The truck was destroyed in the crash, and fuel spilled on the interstate and most of the potatoes, which made them unedible. Damn it. Several hundred pounds found to be uncontaminated by cleanup crews will be donated to the Food Gleaning Group. Awesomeness! The rest will probably be taken to the dump and burned. State Highway Patrol Officer John Bergen said that the driver did not suffer any serious injuries, but would likely face a minor traffic charge for failing to control the vehicle and lose his job because, yeah, that's what happens to you when you fall asleep at the wheel. Most of those companies don't give a shit how tired or what have you. They'll fire your ass, even if it's not your fault. I remember when someone pulled out in front of a trucker out here. They actually ran a stop sign and pulled out in front of a trucker that the highway goes through. It does not stop. And the trucker got fired because he was supposed to avoid hitting this individual, which is total bullshit, but that's the way it works. Oh, sorry, Genghis cannot. I forgot I said that. See, I don't know what the hell I say. Damn it. I am glad, though, that the uncontaminated taters were able to be shared with hopefully a soup kitchen or someplace like that. Or someplace where people of lower income can go and get some taters. Although I got scolded from the doctor and told I need to cut back on my tater consumption because it's making my blood sugar go too high. And it's like, really? Seriously? They're taters. They're just taters. They're not sweet taters. Damn it. I hate it when she gets bossy at me like that. But at least she's not pushing drugs. That's a good thing. Okay. This is, yeah. And yes, it is an emoticon world, and when I'm doing my radio, the emoticons are so much easier for me to do than to actually have to try and type something out, because typing and talking do not go well with me. Let's see. Is this the one? Nope. Nope, that's not the one that does the... I gotta find the one that does the fiery. I know it's in here somewhere. I know it is. I seen it. I seen it. Somewheres. Where'd you hide it, Grim? Shit. God damn. Oh. Okay, I'm just gonna go with this one because I can't. I'm not gonna waste my time. Well, you know what? It is just about time. Dang! Dang! Bonus round. Woohoo! Woohoo! It's the little things in life. Trust me. Be sure to stick around, y'all, because, yeah, coming up in about an hour and 8 minutes will be Grimner and Moose Girl with the Freakers Ball. I actually kind of sort of toyed with the idea of staying on and just playing some tunage, but then, you know, that smoothie is sounding really good, so I'm going to have to... I'm definitely going to have to get out of here when my time has come. That's right. I acquired Alzheimer's naturally. I know. Oh, Grammy. And yes. I don't know, Grim. Did you hide the salami? You know, that's really sad when the lady says, "Did you hide the salami?" That's not a compliment, honey. Trust me. And yes, emojis are a lot nicer than saying "fuck off." But I can't find the little steering wheel dude that blows up. I know he's here because I seen him earlier because I didn't want to use him earlier. I wanted to use the regular one, but I couldn't find the regular one. All I could find was the blow up guy. Oh, goodness. Yeah, I can't help it. I was born to this way. Well, okay, maybe I wasn't born to this way, but still. Let's see. I'll close that. Let me go look in my pocket. Maybe I have one more thing in there. Just a quickie. See what I can um okay. Did I do? Yeah, I did that one. I need to clean out my pocket too cuz this is just ridiculous. Oh, did I do this one? I don't think I did. And I think Grammy shared this one. I think. This is just totally messed. Totally messed. And it shouldn't take too awful long because it's just freaking totally messed. This is from WRIC.com. First baby drop off box for unwanted newborns installed in Indiana. Are you fucking shitting me? Wow. This is in Woodburn, Indiana, a safe haven baby box where mothers can drop off unwanted newborns anonymously with emergency help moments away is now available in northeastern Indiana, which, yeah. The padded climate-controlled container was dedicated Tuesday at the Woodburn Volunteer Fire Department about 15 miles east of Fort Wayne near the Ohio state line. It's on an exterior wall of the fire station. Really? It looks like a frickin' bank night deposit slop. I think someone already made a night deposit, and that's why you had the bun in the oven, hun? It's called wrapping that rascal because there's shit out there that will kill you. The Knights of Columbus of Indiana will pay for the first 100 baby boxes, which cost $1,500 to $2,000 each, said Monica Kelsey, a volunteer with the fire department, who's been advocating the baby boxes in Indiana for several years. Wow, that's just freaking creepy. It's your package drop-off. Yeah, I got a package from the Stark, and it was delivered to the wrong address, so I'm just going to drop it here. I can't return it to sender, so here you go. Apparently, the second one was dedicated Thursday in Michigan City. The boxes are equipped with a security system that notifies emergency personnel when a baby is dropped off, and emergency responders can get to the child within minutes. All 50 states and the District of Columbia. Have you ever noticed all 50 states and the District of Columbia? Because the District of Columbia is not part of the United States. Remember that. They all have safe haven laws, which allow unharmed newborns to be surrendered without fear of prosecution. Indiana's law allows mothers to drop off newborns at police stations, fire stations, and hospitals. Critics of the baby boxes contend that the containers make it easier to surrender a child without exploring other options and could deprive mothers of needed medical care. Yeah, it could. Kelsey, however, said that some people want total anonymity. She spoke of a girl who called the hotline she volunteers for who wanted to know where the baby box was. The girl refused to go to a hospital or fire station to drop off the baby, but eventually her boyfriend brought the baby to a hospital. This is not criminal, Kelsey said. This is legal. We don't want to push women away. The Woodbury baby box was actually installed on April 19th, the anniversary of when Kelsey says her birth mother abandoned her at a hospital when she was just hours old. State Rep Casey Cox of Fort Wayne has supported the concept of baby boxes in Indiana and has been working with lawmakers and Governor Mike Pence's administration on safety protocols. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I see where that can be a good thing, but I also see where that's like, holy shit. Oh, thank you, Graham. And Genghis Khanat has left. We're, and yes, he was hatched. No, I can't say that because I actually remember when he was born. I actually changed his diapers. So there. In any case, y'all have been listening to Grammy's Rocket Chair here on RealLibertyMedia.com Channel 3. Also on the RLM Tune-In station, the RLM Internet Radio station, and the RLM Spreaker channel. Thank you all for tuning in this evening. Thank you, Internet gods and router gods, for allowing me to get through this show this evening. Y'all have an absolutely awesome weekend. All you mommies out there and daddy mommies out there, have an awesome Mother's Day. I'll catch y'all at the Freak later on, like in about an hour.